Hey, I'm Numbert.
And I'm Svenny.
And you're watching Battle Gamer News.
Today, we're reviewing Mass Effect 2.
The original Mass Effect ranks among my top 5 favorite video games ever, so I had huge expectations going into this game, and so far, I'm really pleased with the sequel.
So far, we've only played the game about 9 hours, but seeing as how the last game took about 20 hours to beat, we've still got a lot of time to go. We'll be making a follow-up review for it later.
The game initially picks up shortly after the end of the first game, but then after something that I won't spoil happens, you end up 2 years after the original.
In that time, your old crew has gone their separate ways, and the universe is once again under threat from the Reapers.
Also, you are no longer directly working for the Alliance or the Spectres. You have been commissioned by a shady pro-human organization called Cerebus.
You must once again assemble an elite team to help you with your mission. There are some old faces and a lot of new ones as potential squad mates.
Personally, I didn't like the new squad mates as much as the originals, probably because they were trying to reflect the darker theme of Mass Effect 2 and ended up making the characters a little too dark. So I stuck with the returning crew for most of the game.
That is, of course, exempting Mordin Solus, who's a Solarian scientist and is absolutely awesome.
The gameplay feels a lot more polished, but is also a lot simpler now. There's not nearly as much customization as in the last game.
There are very few weapons and armor compared to Mass Effect 1, and I initially felt kind of jaded for having lost the ability to customize. But in the end, all that micromanagement was sort of unnecessary fat, and the improvement process is much more streamlined now.
You can also hotkey certain spells and abilities, so you don't have to pause time and interrupt the flow of combat as often.
The graphics are also sleeker now, with the main improvement being the elimination of the texture pop-in that plagued the first game.
Of course, the main draw of Mass Effect is still the story and conversations.
You can import your character from the first game, so all the decisions you made will carry over and directly affect the Mass Effect 2 world as well.
Another addition is the ability to perform pre-specified actions and conversations as well.
These are cool to add a little more realism to conversations, but unlike the discussion choices that tell you basically what you're going to say, the actions only tell you if you're a Paragon or Renegade, making it difficult to decide whether or not it's something you would do.
If you're a vain jerk like me, there's some awesome customization options as well, like full armor customization that expands as you get new stuff and various items to decorate your captain's quarter. Heck yeah, that's a space hamster.
One huge disappointment for me was the almost complete elimination of the Citadel.
Going to the Citadel for the first time was easily the best moment in Mass Effect 1, but now you're limited to only a few of the wards in this game, and it completely lacks the grandeur it used to have.
So far, I'm not a fan of the side worlds either now. They replaced the stupid scanning of planets with a longer stupid scanning of planets, and the ground missions are pretty much straight run and shoot style gameplay.
There are a lot more races in Mass Effect 2, with some really interesting new ones, as well as the Bertarians which were in the old DLC.
Despite the smaller scope, the space stations are still extremely interesting, and I love the short alternate quests you can do in each of them, that really give you a feel for the world.
So far, I'm really impressed with Mass Effect 2, and it seems to be living up to all of the success of the original. Like we said, we will do a follow-up review just as soon as we beat the game, and we'll give it a score then.
Thanks for watching Battle Gamer News. Check out our website at battlegamernews.com. Just get a clip of me saying every word in the English language, and then you'll never need me here again. The Octopus World Shadow DLC. Gay.